In this video, I'm going to demonstrate how you can use night mode switching in the SL1100. There are two kinds of night mode switching, manual and automatic. In part 1, I'll demonstrate the programming for manual night mode switching, and in part 2, I'll demonstrate the programming for automatic night mode switching. Before doing any programming, let's review some information about night mode switching. The SL1100 supports up to 8 night modes, with Mode 1 as the default. In addition, the SL1100 supports up to 4 night mode groups for both phones and trunks. At default, all phones and all trunks are in night mode group 1. Using these options, you can customize night mode switching for each system, allowing you to use manual switching, automatic switching, or both. Let's get started with part 1, manual night mode switching. Let's say that you want to change the way calls are answered by the SL1100 at night and on weekends. You've changed the incoming call trunk setup for Mode 2 in Program 2202 to DIL, and you've defined the DIL destination for Mode 2 in Program 2207. Now you want an easy way to switch between Mode 1 and Mode 2. You can do that using manual night mode switching. You can do manual night mode switching in 2 different ways. You can enter the default access code of 718 and then enter the desired night mode. Or you can assign the night mode switching feature to a button on one or more phones. For this video, I'm going to show you how to use the night mode switching button. When programming the SL1100 for manual night mode switching, the first thing you need to do is verify that an extension can perform manual night mode switching. To do that, you need to check the class of service programming. First, expand Program 20, then select Program 2006. At default, extension 101 is in class of service 15 for all 8 night modes, while the other extensions are assigned to class of service 1. Next, you verify that manual night mode switching is available for the desired class of service, and you do that in Program 2007. At default, class of service 1 has manual night mode switching enabled. I'm also going to check the status of class of service 15 by typing that number in this field and clicking the magnifying glass to the right. At default, manual night mode switching is enabled for class of service 15 also. This means that every extension in the SL1100 can manually switch the night mode. Now let's do the programming for the button that we are going to use to manually change the night mode. First, let's go to Program 2001 and look at item number 17. At default, the day-night mode change key is set to skip, which has a specific purpose. For this demonstration, let's change that to toggle, which will allow us to go back and forth between Mode 1 and Mode 2 by just pressing the button. Remember to click the Apply button to save the data. Next, let's verify that manual night mode switching is enabled for the system. To do that, you navigate to Program 1201. At default, manual night mode switching is enabled, so you make no change here. If you want to toggle between Mode 1 and Mode 2 by using a button on the phone, you next check Program 1208. Remember, at default, all extensions and trunks are in night mode group 1. For that night mode group, you can change the range of night modes by opening the menu and selecting the desired range. For this demonstration, we're going to use only modes 1 and 2, so we make no change here. Last, you assign the night mode switching function to a button on an extension, which you do in Program 1507. For this example, let's use button 6 on extension 101. I open the menu for that button and scroll up to function 09. When I choose the night mode switching function, another menu opens, and I can choose to assign a specific night mode to the button. But if you open the menu on the right, you can also select the toggle option that we just defined in program 1208. For this demonstration, I'm going to choose the toggle option and apply the change. Please note, if you do this programming using WebPro, you need to manually assign a 0 in the column to the right of the night mode switching function. Okay, let's do a brief review of manual night mode switching. First, you check the class of service assignment for extensions in program 2006. Then you verify that each class of service can manually change night mode in program 200701. Next, go to program 200117 and change the night mode button operation to toggle. Then go to program 120101 and verify that manual night mode switching is enabled for the system. After that, go to program 1208 and select the range of night modes you want to be able to toggle through using the night mode switching button. Finally, go to program 1507 and select the extension and button where you want to assign the night mode switching function. Open the menu and choose function 09. Then, open the night mode menu and select the toggle option. That's how you program simple manual night mode switching.